Hello and welcome to another episode of our weekly talks on life mastery, how to master your life and become your ultimate self. If you're interested in personal development and self-improvement, you do not want to miss this opportunity. Hi, my name is Dr. Francis Bala. I'm a medical weight loss doctor and a certified master life coach. I'm also the founder of H.E.A.T Academy, which stands for Human Empowerment and Transformation. Today, I'm going to show you another element of this powerful, groundbreaking tool called the H.E.A.T Life Target. It is a scale to help you measure your human potential. How much of your human potential have you achieved so far in life? 10%, 5%, 50%, 75%? And based on what? How do you even measure your human potential? I've asked this question over 1,000 people in the last decade, and no one has been able to give an accurate, meaningful answer. And the reason is that there's never been a tool to measure your human potential in a scientific, reliable, meaningful way until now. And I will introduce that to you today and dig deeper into one of those elements. So let me share my screen with you. This is the tool that I'm talking about, the H.E.A.T Life Target, which is simply a tool that can help you measure where you stand in life in different aspects. So if you think of you as a human system with four main foundations, your body, mind, soul, and social aspects, and each of those can have sub-foundations. How do you even measure? How do you know where you stand on the spectrum of your physical health, the spectrum of your mental health, the spectrum of your social health and your spiritual health? Well, it's very hard to define these. We need better tools to be able to do that. And H.E.A.T Life Target is one of those, which is a groundbreaking tool that can potentially revolutionize the whole personal growth industry. So today, specifically, I'm going to talk to you about one of the sub-foundations of your social aspects, and that is specifically money and income. So how do you rate yourself? How do you rank yourself when it comes to money? Obviously, we need to use reference points to the comparing ourselves to reference points within the communities that we live with, both social and global standards. So we've done a lot of research in the background and used this guide that I will share with you that you can use to score yourself subjectively where you stand. Are you poor? Are you wealthy? Are you average? Where do you stand? More accurately and quantitatively. So you can use, qualitatively, you can score yourself as moderate or above average or high when it comes to income, or poor, or near poverty. Those are qualitative scales that have been scattered and used by World Health Organization and other organizations. However, we want to standardize and use a quantitative method that will simply allow you to score yourself where you stand. So let's take remember, if you watch my previous videos, the green is the healthy zone of whatever foundation or sub-foundation we're talking about. And the red, you don't want to be in the red. That's the illness zone. So when it comes to income and money, red, we're talking about poverty. Green, we're talking about average or wealth, a healthy financial status. And yellow is sort of at-risk zone, or you don't want to be in the yellow or the red, you want to be in the green. So let's take 7 out of 10, which is in the green, would be the average. And based on research, that would be if you're in the top 50% of income, you would score yourself a 7 out of 10. Wherever you are, of course, there's different standards depending on which country or which community you live in. But within your own community, if you're in the top 50%, or more, you would automatically be 7 or more. Now, and that the higher the score, the better, the wealthier you would be. For example, if you are in the top 5% of income, you would score yourself 8. Or if you are able to own your house, for example, an average house. For 7, if you can afford to rent an average house, or if you're in the top 50%, you score yourself 7 out of 10. 8, if you score yourself 5%, or are able to buy an average house or apartment or property, then you'd score yourself 8. If you're in the top 1%, or if you can afford to buy a luxury house, then you score yourself 9. And of course, there's a bit of a variation, and you would have to use your own common sense to score yourself. You can even use like half points, like 8.5. This is a subjective call, but it's a general guide and tool to help you really understand where are you on the spectrum of financial health within your community. And of course, the 10 would be the extreme wealthy population. That's the top 0.1%. Those are usually the billionaires and all that, right? When it comes on the other extreme, in the red, you would fall under poverty by definition. And there are standard definitions and different levels of poverty defined by World Health Organizations and other valid organizations across the world. So if you score yourself, if you're below the 15%, if you're lower than 15% of the average of income, or you're using social housing, for example, or your annual income, household income, AHI stands for annual household income, is less than $700 US per year, then unfortunately you fall under the poverty score. And so forth. You can use this scale and guide to be able to have a sense of where you stand on the spectrum of financial health, and also use this scale to improve your life, to improve your financial. We use these as part of our programs to help our members understand where they are today, set their goals, and work their way up by having metrics and being able to identify and measure their personal growth. I hope you find this value, and if you do, please share it with other people. And also, I would like to ask you to download our QR code for my H.E.A.T Academy app on the App Store, through which we will distribute further value content on a regular basis to our members. That's my lifetime commitment to serve the H.E.A.T members, and you can become a H.E.A.T member for free. So this is a commitment I've made to really raise awareness and help our community grow when it comes to personal growth and development. I'm pleased to have served you. Live your life with love, passion, and purpose. Until next time, so long.